Welcome back. It is Sunday? No, Saturday. Right. It is Saturday when we're here at Old Bridge Township Raceway Park, aka Englishtown. And we just finished unpacking. It's actually a great day today. Cloudy, but a high of 81. It's like the first time we hit 80s this spring. So really excited. In like 2 minutes we have the mandatory classroom session. So the first time here, regardless of how much track experience you have, first time here you're required to do a 1 hour classroom session where they teach you like point pies, where to apex, etc. But afterwards I heard from the event people that there's only like 5 people here. So 5 people, we should have a pretty open track. We're just gonna follow some instructors around for our first runabout after the classroom, lunch, and then it should be pretty open this latter half of the day. So yeah, excited, finally on the track again. First, hopefully we make it through the full day. Hopefully we make it through the full day. No more kissing barrier, because it's not just, unlike NJMP where it's actually like corrugated like steel walls, some of these walls are straight cement. So if it's clipped, it's clipped. Like there is no like only front bumper damage. It's the car is gonna be totaled. So I didn't get track insurance. Well, for sure we'll be fine, right? We're just following instructor. Surely we'll be fine. Just keep traction fully on. Come about. Of course, we have stock PS4s. Kind of good, but remember last video, I was hoping that my tires could last autocross and Englishtown. Cap, nope, absolutely not. It was gone after autocross. So brand new Yokohama, what is this, Apex V106. They're like $100 cheaper per tire compared to the PS4s, and knowing me, I'm gonna cook them anyway. Cooking a cheaper tire means I could probably last longer. I could well, if I cook them in like 2 events, it's fine. So yeah, and we'll go over to classroom session soon. Peace. Of course, it's raining. Of course it's raining. It's always raining. But first session, follow, and it should be good. So I'm getting PTSD again. It's rainy now on the track. I'm following someone. I hope I don't spin out. Off of a bump and I felt like my whole rear was just in the air. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, take the wheel. That pace is crazy.
Where's the end?
I was trying to follow that old BMW 3 Series. So I guess it's so light up because this corner is so much faster. That shit is. done with, I believe, our morning session. Luckily, they let me lead on the second run, so I was able to set pace, do pretty much whatever speed I want, which is really nice. I think I managed to get like a 125 something. No, 125. That felt fast. It makes such a huge difference having someone pointing out the lines rather than just following you, because there's some minute details that you can't really pick up when you're following someone, but the instructors could like actually point you out, and he repeatedly hammered home like lines, hints, etc. Stuff to like make me faster line wise. I think just because the cooldown between the first session and the second session was so short, it's like 10 minutes maybe. The tires are still like really warm, and it was getting really greasy, especially the rears. My fronts are new, so they're fine, but the rears, they're like old PS4Ss, so they got a little greasy, especially when it got hot. I think I saw like the temperature go up to like 150 something degrees Fahrenheit, so it got pretty warm for what it is. But yeah, 125. I'm definitely gonna keep pushing afterwards in the afternoon. Luckily, our novice class only has like 4 people now. At least when I started. Maybe they added more in the second half, but in the morning there was only 4 people, so there's really not too much traffic. We gotta just push as much as we want. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm actually really glad that I'm using street tires instead of RE71s, just because like you get to experience more, learn the track more. You're not being held together by glue to the track, so you learn the limits. So when the limits happen when you're using RE71 RSs, it's okay. Right now we have the advanced group flying, and yeah, that's with everyone that I run with at like NETC. They're all here, and they're all running, and it's really cool watching them run and the times that they're about to pull off, because these people be pulling like 119s, I think. Like what? On this, like 119, one mistake, and you're in the wall. Like it's absolutely crazy. Finished. I think this is like our second to last session. because we only had like 3 beginners left after lunch, we're just grouped in with the novices, or like the intermediates, I think they call them, whatever the blue group is. But yeah, no, went out first, and it was fun while it lasted, and then I ran into traffic. I think I ended up lapping some of them, which understandable. It's some Miatas and older cars, but I can't seem to find much improvement because there's a lot of traffic, as well as I feel like the surface temperatures got high. Like I'm looking right now, like my like passenger front tire is like 172. Like right here, 172. Let's see if you can see. Like it's hot. It's getting hot out there, and I kept traction fully on, and you know when it's like like on corner exits and stuff, you could feel it like no power until your steering wheel is like around like almost near straight. That's the only time you'll have power, and which is, I feel like if I took off traction, I would have definitely gone like 2 more seconds faster. But I don't know. I got small balls, bro. I don't know. I'm scared. The walls, they hit you so quick. I'm so scared. But I think this is a good first outing since the accident, you know, gain some confidence back. And hopefully it'll be better during my next event. I think I'm going to call it a day. These brake pads are gone. These brake pads, well, no, like there's still, like, we didn't trigger the sensor, but the pads are low. The tires are hot. The track is greasy. Spitting rhymes. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you coming along for the ride. Experience Englishtown first time with me as well. And she's back. She's feeling good. Next week we got lightning. So back to the oldie but goodie. The first ever track we've been on. The first track I crashed on, and we're back next week. See you guys then. Peace.